So my name is Monica Prince. I teach activist and performance writing at Susquehanna University in the Department of English and Creative Writing. And I've been at Susquehanna since 2017. When I was first hired, I was hired as a fellow in poetry, which is a really nice word of saying, come teach a couple classes just so you can write a bunch of cool stuff. So I did that, and that's how I got here. Next question, what is my favorite class to teach? So that's not fair because I'm currently teaching all my favorite classes. I'm teaching intermediate performance poetry, which is so much fun because we're just like writing slam poems all the time. I'm also teaching senior seminar, which is our capstone course. So I get to walk with the students and teach them how to read their own work, how to organize all their poems together. It's great and wonderful. And I'm teaching choreo poem, which is my like baby class, where I created a course in which I teach students how to read, write, and perform choreo poems, which are choreographed series of poems. That's what I do. It's very exciting. So our next question is, what does Susquehanna do best? It's a great question. So Susquehanna, I think, does best in the way of it teaches students how to be in new environments. So like you come to Susquehanna, you love it, it's fabulous. You're in a small town. If you've never lived in a small town, that's a good thing to learn. But then they send you everywhere else with the Go program. So you learn how to like be in Morocco or Cuba or France, and it's awesome. And so you learn how to appreciate where you are based on the places you've been. Are there any recent success stories from your department that you'd like to share? So I have two success stories. One is that I just had a book published. It's a choreo poem. It's called How to Exterminate the Black Woman. It's very exciting. And the second success story is our two department chairs, Glenn Retief and Lawrence Roth, both just won these prestigious awards. Glenn Retief is going on a Fulbright in South Africa, which is amazing. And Lawrence Roth won a Katz Award, which is amazing. He's gonna go and study Jewish life, and it's just fabulous. So I'm really impressed to be, mentored by these incredible professors. What have we learned? What have I learned from my students? So resilience is not a coping mechanism, which I think is important. Just because you've been through worse things before doesn't necessarily mean that that has to be the reason that you get through the next thing. I've had students who've like dealt with really big things in their life, and they use that as an excuse for why they shouldn't be as upset about what things that are happening right now. And I don't think that's fair. Because then I've had those same students be like, you know what, you're right. Like, I shouldn't feel bad just because I've dealt with like worse things. Like I can still feel upset in this moment. So I think learning from my students that resilience is not a coping mechanism. My last question is, what are your students most surprised to learn about you? I think my students are most surprised to learn that I don't drink coffee. I'm super excessive and like jumpy and happy and excited, and I don't drink any coffee. I drink tea. Nice. But I don't drink any coffee. I drank coffee for like 5 straight years when I was in high school and a little bit in college, but then I just quit cold turkey, and which you should never do. Taper off. That caffeine is real. But yeah, so thank you so much. If you reply to this video, you can talk to me directly about what it's like to be in the creative writing department, all the cool stuff that I do on campus. I help run theater shows. I host our senior readings. And you can also just like, I don't know, learn about, how I did my hair, who does my nails. So yeah, so thank you. I hope that this was helpful or that you can use any of this. Okay, well, thank you.